This is the Saab channel, and this video we will be going back to the junkyard for our little Red Aero Wagon project here, because the dash that I pulled to replace this dash is peeling in about the exact same spot. So I thought I had it all figured out, but oh yeah, it's peeling right here too. But I think I'm just going to go source another one, and now that I have the radio out and pretty much everything prepped to replace the dash. When I do this, I want to make sure I replace it with a good piece. Now, when I thought about dash options, my first thing that came to mind was to replace that wooden one that's in there with this the silver dash that came in later model Aeros. And it looks really nice. I think the silver looks good when you have a black interior looking out over a white hood. But one of the things that I thought about is that with the red car, I think there's this type of dash that's like a really dark wood. I always thought it was a piano black, and so I'm going to go that route with the Red Wagon, because I think that'd be a good looking color when you're looking at a dark interior out over a red hood. The only problem is that dark walnut dash only came on 2004 to 2005 9.5 ARC models. So I've done some digging. I looked online. I tried to find people that would be willing to sell one. I had no luck trying to get people to sell and ship me one until today, because guess what just popped up in the junkyard? It is exactly an 04 9.5 ARC model. Now we're gonna go check it out. I don't know what kind of dash it has, but hopefully it has the dark walnut that I've been after. And we're going with just the tools we need to pull a dash, so I better have it. All we got is a T25 Torx in here, got a couple screwdrivers, and of course the all-important radio removal tool. Well, you know, you never know what you're gonna find, so I grabbed some sockets too in case there's some extras other than the dash. But today's goal is to go find ourselves a dash. Okay, we are here. Let's see what we got. Oh, look, she's even giving me the Swedish salute. The good luck Swedish salute. At ease. All right, we got our ticket. I love this junkyard. It's all paved, no gravel. Got a nice view of the Indianapolis skyline here. So let's go find row 9. Okay, here she is. Man, that's a shame. A nice white wagon. Let's go look at the dash. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Yes. Oh yeah, and it's in pretty good shape too. Trying to clear the driver's seat here so I can have some room, but man, it's like going back in time. It's got the complete booklet, the case. Might be fun for someone. Oh, and look at that. We're gonna take that. It's sitting right out in the open. That's always a good find. It's funny to find a pack of bulb grease in here too. I wonder if you went through the same brake light issue I went through on my 9.5. It's a shame though. Look at this. Here's the build sheet from Sweden, off the factory. I'm sorry, Mr. Dor or Soltak. All your hard work has ended up here in the yard, but oh man, these things are so cool finding these build sheets. The only issue I see is it is kind of peeling right there. Oh yeah, it's cracked. Dang. But the dash itself is... Let's just pull it. I think we can probably fix this. Let's just pull this whole thing. This is why you need the radio removal tool, because what these little U-shaped things do is go in and push down on these locking tabs that would otherwise prevent you from pulling the radio out. And before we loosen everything completely, we got to get rid of this radio cage. Now, I've seen people have some issues with this, and I guess I'll just kind of see if I can show you the trick. There's locking tabs on this cage on the sides, and they even give you this little felt bit on the dash to pry off against. And all you have to do is just kind of push it in and try and get these, there we go, there's one side. Try and get these tabs to release that are on both the left and right side of the cage. Come on. Then you have to release the connectors back here, as well as the antenna connection. Come on, there's just like a little tab on this right side here that you push in and just push it back. Also going to remove this cowling here so that way I can take this turn signal out and out of the way. It makes for the dash coming out a lot easier. Ooh, and looks like I forgot about this screw right here. They're hidden. There's a tab on behind this, like kind of a little gray piece of the trim. Make sure those are all released. And then yeah, this should just pull right out. Yes. There we go. I don't know why, but of all the Saab pieces I've had to remove over the years, this little bin is one of my least favorites. So I got it out enough, I think, where I can get at these screws. And let's just see if we can end up taking the trim piece here. Well, as my luck would have it, it looks like both these screws are already out. Dang it, we are so close, but I can't get it out because it's going to hit right here. If I took this apart and got that out of the way, at least we get, what, about a ½ inch more room? That's all we need. Ugh, but everything is just so sticky. Maybe it is better I just find a new one of these online, because yeah, it's bent right there, and there's also a crack. At least we got a dash. I think I'm also going to take some little odds and ends that break all the time. I'm going to take this too, because the SID on the Red Wagon is throwing the error code of 22, which means the unit itself could be bad. So I'm going to take this as a replacement, maybe. I'm also going to take the radio because the batteries in mine are going bad to where every time I disconnect the battery of the car, I have to remarry the radio. So maybe I can marry this one up and get rid of that issue. We'll see how much they charge for a radio, but that could be a worthwhile find. Going through the rest of it, I mean, it's just a shame. Like, the seats are in great shape. Appears it was a smoker's car, but other than that, it got wrecked. It says it has a key somewhere, so you think that would help us be able to get that shifter into gear. But I like how they tell you the mileage, 137. Crashed on June 2020. All right, let's see what the build date is on this guy, if it's even worth taking. Oh, 09/17. Okay, so the 9th week of 2017. So this is relatively new. Or actually, does that mean the 17th week of 2009? Either way, it's an SEM, so it's OEM model. Could be useful as a spare. Also, don't mind if I do. These just kind of pry out. Ooh, it's got the xenon bulbs too. Not really useful though if you don't have the full set. Overall though, not a bad pick for the day. Anyone that knows my history with these door trim pieces can understand why I grabbed those. But let's go check out and see what they want for all this. Okay, so all told, it was about $113, and breaking it down, the coil pack was the most expensive, $26 for that thing. We'll test it, make sure it works. The dash itself, though, was $12.99. I am so happy about that. It's a shame I couldn't get the shifter bezel that went with it. We'll try and find one online or come back and have another go at that one. But continuing on down, the ACC controller was 20 bucks. The radio was $15, $9 for the mass airflow sensor, and $9, well, $10 for the window moldings or door moldings that I got. So a little bit of a steep price for a junkyard trip, but once you break it down, I'd say it was all pretty reasonable. So I am happy with that. And thank you guys for watching on this latest adventure into the junkyard. Stay tuned for more.